Hey folks, Ultimate Survival Technologies Ambassador Todd the Hiker here today to talk to you about the Ultimate Survival Technologies Learn and Live First Aid Kit. It's a nice little kit that is good for teaching kids first aid. It's also a little basic first aid kit you can carry with you. It comes in a nice compact container here, watertight, so you could carry that with you on a canoe or a kayak or something like that. It's compact, like I said. It measures 4.5 inches by 4 inches by 1.5 inches, and it only weighs 4 ounces. So if you threw that in your backpack, it's really quite small and not going to add much weight. And again, like I said, it's got a water resistant carrying case, so you could connect this to your flotation device, your PFD or whatever, when you're on a kayak. Hook it on there on one of the straps or something like that, and you can carry it with you and keep your small medical kit with you while you're out there on the water. It's good for that. Before I go into what's inside of this kit, I would like to talk to you a little bit about learning first aid skills. It's really important as an adult that you ought to take a first aid class, and even for kids. And really, as an adult, you could take a basic first aid class and use that as a segue to teaching your kids how to do some basic first aid. Basic first aid skills are good for everybody. With young kids, you're not going to be able to teach them any advanced things, but you know what? If you start young and you get them to learn those basic skills, they'll grow in their interest and they'll want to know more as they get older. So I think that's really important before you head out on an adventure. The other thing I'd say is you want to know what's in your kit. So whether you've got a small kit like this one or some kind of a big expedition level kit that you're taking with you on a major adventure, you want to know what's in that kit, keep track of it, make sure it's up to date, and know how to use everything that's in there. It doesn't do you any good to have an item in your first aid kit if you don't know how to use it. We're going to open this up, and like I said, you've got a watertight container here. So we're going to open that up, and we're going to pull out this stuff that's in here, and we're going to talk about what we've got. So I will say to begin with, this is not an adventure medical kit. You're not going to be doing major surgery with this. It's got some basic things, and to be honest with you, most of the times I've needed my first aid kit when I've been out have been not much more than some gauze and a bandage, a few things like that. One of the first things you're going to find in here is the Learn and Live first aid cards. So UST has a whole series of these Learn and Live cards, including this first aid one that comes with the kit here. I will pop up a screen at the end of this video that'll just list out what the rest of those are, as well as they've got several Learn and Live kits in addition to the first aid kit. And again, I'll pop up a list of what those are at the end. I'm not going to talk about all that here. So just looking at this set of first aid Learn and Live cards, it's a quick reference guide. Again, this isn't going to have all the details, but it talks about surveying the scene, airway, breathing, and circulation for anyone who's taken a first aid course. That ABC mnemonic there is something that you're familiar with. What to do for bleeding. Let's go through the rest of these. What to do for shock. What to do for broken bones, burns, rashes, poison ivy. Gee, am I familiar with that one? Stings, bee stings and the like, and bites. Some of the things in here are probably more advanced than a young child would be, but as kids grow older, they're going to be exposed to these things. They're going to want to learn more. So nice little set of cards. It's got some good reference stuff on the back, what to do. Some of these things, a good example is snake bites. With any of these bites, immediate medical attention is absolutely necessary. Do not delay. So, again, this isn't going to solve all your medical problems when you're out in the field, but it sure is going to make you aware of some things, and it's always good to have little reminders with you. You can keep that in the kit. Your kids might want to review it and read it, and as they get older, they'll learn more and more. It's a good little reference guide there. Other items that are in the kit, We've got 10 adhesive bandages. They're 1 by 3 inch bandages. Good size actually for most of the cuts you're probably going to encounter. It's got 2 larger knuckle bandages in there. It's also got 2 of these little butterfly closures in there. You've got 2 2-inch by 2-inch gauze pads, and you'll notice all of that is in a Ziploc bag, so if you take it out and it's wet around you, that'll at least kind of keep it dry. Again, you've got the watertight case here to keep that stuff in, and you've also got a 10-yard roll of 1/2-inch plastic tape, so you can use that with the gauze, tape that around for a larger wound perhaps. And you've even got probably a little extra room in here. You could probably put in, probably not much larger than a 2 by 2. You may be able to fold over a 4 by 4 gauze pad or something like that. A little larger pad to put in here. Tuck this all back in there, and you could carry, there's not a lot of room for extra items in here, but you could swap out something, customize this a little bit maybe to your own taste. Really is set up well for kids. You'll notice there's nothing sharp in there, no scissors, no needles, nothing that's gonna injure a kid. There's also no medications in there, which to me makes it ideal as a small kit to give to a kid to keep in their pack, or to use with the cards to teach kids how to do basic first aid skills. Not going to solve any medical emergencies with this, but it's always helpful to have a small kit with you for those minor injuries. You never know when that's going to happen. So I will scroll by a list of all the things that are in the kit on one of the pages I'll show you after I'm done here. And I'll also pop up a list of the other Learn and Live kits from UST, as well as the card sets, just in case you're interested in those. A lot of good reference on all of those things, so I do recommend those, especially useful for teaching a class with kids. It's always good to have something tangible to put in their hands to help them learn. Many people are visual learners, and having those little things like cards and whatnot to go with are good to have. With that, I'll close out here, and I'll tell you, it's time to get outdoors, stay safe, and happy trails. Todd the Hiker out.